Hey YouTube, I'm Shay Niche. Thank you for coming by my channel, Shay Love Hair. Today, we're going to be talking about crochet hair as usual, right? So, I get the common question about, what kind of crochet hair is easiest to manage, right? So, I do have a video that if not out already, it will be coming out very soon. It gives you more details on how to find the right crochet hair for you if you're a beginner. However, that video goes into specifics about, hair textures, what to look for as far as the coloring, all these different things. You might not want that. You might ain't got time for that. You might be like, look, just tell me what to go get so I can go get it and let's just get the ball rolling, okay? So, for this video, we're just going to name some specifics. Personally, my top 5 that I used in 2019 that I felt was super easy and that anybody could actually install and or maintain. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So, if you want to know my top 5 easiest crochet styles, then just keep watching. Okay, so coming in at number 5 is one of my favorites. Now, to me, people have very intense opinions about this hair. Either they really hate it or they really love it. But I can only give you my personal opinion, okay? And that is, it's a all-in-one pack made by Zuri. It's on their V8, 9, 10 collection, and it's called Congo Curl. Now, this curl is extremely rough. It's extremely dry, okay? I have some, actually, that I just installed on a friend of mine. Is this hair. It's beautiful, beautiful hair. I love this hair. Some people say, okay, it didn't keep well. I'm not sure, like, what happened with, the other people. But for me, I enjoyed the hair. If you spray it, and like I sprayed mine with water to make sure it didn't freeze when I separated it, the curl stayed intact. Like I said, watch the installation video and you'll see, the methods that I use. But I love this hair. Everybody thought it was my hair. Like this hair here you can do with the seamless method or the knotless method. And this hair, like, there will be no questions. People will think that's your hair. And because it's like the V8, 9, 10, you can install it, which means like it comes in a pack of 3, and each pack is a different length. One is 8, one is 9, and one is 10 inches, okay? And depending on how you layer it, depends on how the style comes out. So it can either be like a bob or it can be a bit longer. On my installation video, I installed it the long way, but then I ended up cutting it into like a bob because that's what I was feeling. But I showed you all the different lengths that you could do with it, during that process. So like I said, check that video out if you want information on that hair. Coming in at number 4 is made by Kima Braid. It's called Brazilian Twist. This hair is one of her kinkier textures. Like the Kima Braid, the Ocean Wave is like a bit more silkier, a lighter curl, and then she has some just some other different curl patterns, and she actually came out with some new ones the beginning of 2019. But for me, my all-time favorite is that Brazilian Twist. Like, to me, it's just gorgeous. Again, it looks so natural. It's on the rougher end of the spectrum, so it's going to be easier to install. And like you'll see in the other video, if you go watch it, if the hair is rough, it's easier to install because you don't really have to worry too much about having to secure the knots and knotting it 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10 times. So I loved it. So coming in at number 3, it's made by Lulu Tress. It's their 3C curl pattern, okay? There's no cute name for it. They have several different types. I think they have like a 2B and a 4C and a 3A and a 3C. All these different curl patterns. Well, I wanted to leave my perimeter out on my installation, so of course I used the curl pattern that was closest to mine. Now, take for granted I do have like 3 different curl patterns in my head, but when we're talking about up here in this area, it's a 3C, and so it blended perfectly with my hair. The only thing I would say to watch out for during installation is that this hair can get bigger as you wear it. So just be careful about how much you put in. I think I used 3 packs. Again, I have a video on it, an installation on it, and it tells you how many packs I used on the actual video, so I won't go into detail about that. But, you know, just be careful when installing it, because it can get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then most of it I installed like in bulk because it's pre-looped hair, but then when I installed it like around my edges and around the top area, I did take the little band off of it and then split the hair. And even when I split it, like, it already comes kind of split, so it was still individual curls. Like, I think I got 6 or 7 strands from that one bulk. So you still don't have to worry about frizz or anything like that. All I can say is, like I said, it will get bigger. It still looks natural, and it's not like a frizz, like, you know, just like crazy ugly frizz. Like, it gets a little frizzy, but it's like a natural kind of frizz. So I really enjoyed that hair. It looked to me like the older it got, the better it looked. I didn't wear it long, only because I wanted to move on to another style. But my experience with the hair, it was absolutely beautiful. It was super easy to install. Like, that was one of my quickest installations I ever had in my life. And the maintenance was literally water, and that was it. Okay, number 2 is made by Model. It's called Fresh One Curl. That was my absolute, like, favorite hair. Like, I loved that hair. Fresh One Curl was so easy to install. Like, it was just, the hair is kinky, right? Like, it's a kinkier texture, so of course it's easier to install. But the curls, like, the curls were gorgeous. Now, I tried to redo it with some color in it because they have some two-tone tones, but it got frizzy. It got frizzy pretty fast, you know, on the colored portions of the hair. So I wouldn't necessarily suggest getting color, you know, if you're new to maintaining crochet hair. But if you're just trying to get like a 1 or a 1B or even a 4, that hair was absolutely beautiful. Again, fast installation. I didn't have to split it much. I could pretty much install it as it came out, like per strand. I did not do that around my edges and in the top, because if you watch my channel enough, you would know I don't like to see like big knots in the top of your head, and also can stress out your edges. And then, you know, in the top area, I don't like to see those big knots. I like to have different part methods. But that hair can also be installed like with the illusion, perimeter and the knotless parts and all that stuff, and it will come like, it will look like it's coming straight out the root. Like, the hair is absolutely beautiful. And again, other than water and maybe a little oil, because it will, you know, dull over time, but just some water and a little bit of oil every now and again, that's all you need for that hair. Like, it's absolutely beautiful. All right, and my number 1 for the easiest hair to install and the easiest to maintain, we're going to go right back to Zuri, where we started, and it is the Bohemian Curl. Now, again, this is in there all in one pack, the V8, 9, 10. And y'all, I'm hoping that they're not going out, and I won't say going out of business, but I hope that they're not doing away with that line, because every hair store that I've been to like in the past several months, the hair has been on sale and it hasn't been replenished. So I'm wondering if they're pulling the line. I really hope that they aren't, because I really, really love that hair. Like, it's gorgeous. that Bohemian Curl, like some of their hair is silky. Some of it's like they have a array because like the rod curl is so silky. Honey, you're gonna have to secure that 3-4 times. And then they got the Congo Curl that's just like super rough. Baby, they ain't going nowhere. You ain't got not but once. It ain't going nowhere. And then I feel like the Bohemian is dead in the middle where it is fine. Like you can use the hairspray method, which is super fast. If you need to know more about the hairspray method, I have a crochet tips and tricks video out there. Go check that out. And then I also have a securing knots video that'll tell you even more information on that. So go check that out. I'm not going to get into the details of it because I don't want this video to be too long. I'm just trying to get y'all in and out so y'all can know what to go right out and get if that's what you're going to be here to see. So anyway, like I said, their hair is super, super easy to install. And as far as like maintaining it, water, that was all I used. I really didn't even use oil with their hair for real. Like, I guess like when I wanted to be extra, you know, and I'm trying to give them some more, you know what I'm saying? Like, then yeah, you want to give them a little extra, then yeah, I put a little oil on there, but it's not even necessary for real. Their hair looks so natural, and again, the older it got, the better it looked. And I installed it in reverse, so when I do it in reverse, that means that I use the longer option. You know what I'm saying? Like I put the longer lift on bottom. Like I put the 10-inch on bottom and then I work my way up. So that way it kind of had a layered look. And I didn't even have to really cut that hair. That was one style that I didn't even have to cut. I really didn't. I did a little extra, you know, because I like to be a little extra here and there. But the hair itself is gorgeous. Now, the sad part is I don't think that I have a video solely on that hair. What I do have is a video where I use that and I use their water wave and I did a combo to make it look really natural. And yes, it did look really natural, but it was an absolute disaster when they were both together. And it wasn't the Bohemian that was acting up, it was the water wave that was acting up. Like the water wave just turned into this big fuzz ball. Like it was awful. And you could literally like tell the difference in between the two textures. Like it was awful. But that was only after the fact that I had tried the Bohemian. I absolutely loved it. And I was like, ooh, I think I could take it up a notch. And then so I went and got the water wave and, you know, installed both of them together. And it just didn't work out. But I don't have an installation video on just the Bohemian. I really hate it. Probably if I revisit and do that hair again, which I'm trying to do newer styles, you know, and kind of keep up with the new stuff. So it's hard for me to have time to go back to something that I've already done. But if I get a chance to do it, I will make an installation video. But be quite honest, it's so easy. Like, if you know how to crochet, you'll be fine. Like that hair. And then, I don't even think I split it for real. Of course, I split it around the edges and in the top because that's only natural. It's only right. But as far as the rest of the install, I just pulled the strands out the bag and moved on. It was so fast. It was so easy, so convenient. And I absolutely loved it. So, there you have it. That is my top 5 for 2019 on the easiest crochet styles to install and maintain. So whether or not you're installing it yourself or you're going to a professional, you just need to maintain it. If you stick with these 5 styles, you know, to get your foot wet, you know, get your toes a little wet in the crochet game, then you'll be all good. So if you have any questions, hit me in the comments. If you have any suggestions, if you tried a hair and it was super simple and you want to tell us about it, let us know, honey. Let us know, because we all trying to learn up in here, okay? So thank you guys so much for rocking with me, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for all your love and support, and peace and blessings to you and your family.